If you've ever lost weight only to gain it all back again, you're not alone. Most people struggle with what's called yo-yo dieting, a frustrating cycle of losing weight, regaining it, and starting all over again. You probably know the feeling. Excitement at first, quick results, and then eventually, the motivation fades. The truth is, it's not your fault. It's the system that's broken. The diet industry thrives on short-term success stories, not long-term health. But sustainable fat loss, the kind that lasts for life, doesn't come from punishment, deprivation, or endless willpower. It comes from understanding how your body and mind truly work together. Yo-yo dieting happens because most diets are built around restriction, not education. You're told to eat less, skip meals, or completely cut out carbs. At first, the scale moves fast, but behind the scenes, your body starts to panic. Your metabolism slows down, your hunger hormones, like ghrelin, rise, and your energy crashes. This is your body trying to protect you from what it sees as starvation. Eventually, your willpower breaks, not because you're weak, but because your biology wins. The moment you go back to normal eating, your body stores fat faster, preparing for the next famine. The result? You gain it all back, sometimes even more. Sustainable fat loss means working with your body, not against it. Now, let's get to the real science. Fat loss happens when you burn more calories than you consume, a calorie deficit. But here's where most people get it wrong. Cutting calories too low doesn't make you lose fat faster. It makes your body fight back harder. The key is creating a moderate and consistent deficit, around 300 to 500 calories below your maintenance level. That's enough to see results without triggering starvation mode. At the same time, your protein intake becomes critical. Eating enough protein, about 0.8 to 1 gram per pound of body weight, helps you maintain lean muscle while losing fat. Muscle is metabolically active, meaning the more muscle you have, the more calories you burn, even at rest. So, the goal isn't just to lose weight, it's to preserve or even build muscle as you lose fat. Let's talk about exercise. Many people believe they have to do endless cardio to lose weight, but the truth is, strength training is far more effective long-term. Lifting weights or doing resistance training 3 to 4 times a week signals your body to hold on to muscle while burning fat. It also improves insulin sensitivity, boosts metabolism, and keeps your body composition healthier. You don't need to spend hours in the gym. Just focus on compound movements like squats, deadlifts, push-ups, and rows. Pair this with daily activity like walking, stretching, or yoga, and you'll create a strong, fat-burning machine that works 24/7. Remember, your body was built to move, not to sit all day and crash diet every few months. Now let's move to the heart of every fat loss journey, nutrition. Forget about labeling foods as good or bad. That mindset leads to guilt and binging. Instead, focus on balance. The foundation of sustainable fat loss is eating in a way that you enjoy and can maintain. That means prioritizing nutrient-dense foods while leaving room for flexibility. Make sure your meals are built around protein sources like chicken, fish, eggs, beans, or Greek yogurt. Add fiber-rich carbs like vegetables, fruits, and whole grains. They help control appetite and digestion. Include healthy fats like olive oil, nuts, and avocado, which keep your hormones balanced and your brain sharp. A simple, balanced ratio is about 40% protein, 30% carbs, and 30% fats, but what really matters is consistency, not perfection. The goal is to eat foods you actually like, because if you hate your diet, you won't stick to it. One of the biggest mistakes people make is cutting out their favorite foods completely. That only leads to cravings and binging later. Instead, practice moderation. Enjoy a slice of pizza or a piece of chocolate occasionally, just fit it into your calories. Sustainable fat loss means never feeling like you're on a diet. It's a lifestyle shift, not a temporary fix. Drink enough water, eat mindfully, and pay attention to how foods make you feel, not just how they affect the scale. Now, let's talk about habits, the secret weapon behind lasting fat loss. Motivation is great, but it fades. What stays are habits. When something becomes automatic, you don't have to rely on willpower. Start with small, consistent actions. Meal prep once a week, get 7 to 8 hours of sleep, walk after meals, and track your progress. Sleep is a big one. Lack of it increases cortisol and hunger hormones, which can stall fat loss. Even 20 minutes of walking after a meal can improve digestion and blood sugar levels. Tracking progress doesn't mean obsessing over the scale. It means paying attention to how your clothes fit, your energy levels, and your mood. Progress is more than a number. Building a sustainable lifestyle also means setting realistic expectations. Aim to lose 1 to 2 pounds per week, not 10. The slower you lose it, the longer you'll keep it off. Remember, this isn't a race, it's a lifelong investment in your health. Celebrate small wins and stay patient. Consistency beats intensity every time. It's not about being perfect for a month, it's about being consistent for a year. Now comes the part most people overlook, mindset. Fat loss is 80% mental and only 20% physical. You can have the best workout plan and meal strategy, but if you see fat loss as punishment, it won't last. The people who maintain their results long-term are those who reframe how they think about health. Instead of saying, "I can't eat that," start saying, "I choose not to because I want to feel good." This small change turns discipline into empowerment. You're no longer restricting yourself, you're respecting yourself. You're making decisions that align with the person you want to become. And when you slip, because you will, don't spiral. The key difference between success and failure is how quickly you get back on track. Breaking the yo-yo cycle forever means focusing on long-term identity change, not just temporary effort. Stop thinking like someone trying to lose weight. Start thinking like someone who lives healthy. That's where sustainability comes from. When you eat, move, and think like a healthy person, the results take care of themselves. You're no longer dieting, you're simply living in alignment with your goals. To make sure you never go back to yo-yo dieting, follow this formula. Stop rushing, build habits before you build intensity, eat like the person who's already at your goal weight, and focus on how you feel more than what the scale says. Sustainable fat loss is not about perfection, it's about persistence. You don't have to do everything right, you just have to keep doing something right. And here's the truth that no fitness influencer tells you: sustainable fat loss is boring. It's not glamorous. It's not about 10 pounds in 10 days. It's about doing the same small things every single day, eating real food, sleeping enough, managing stress, staying active, and repeating it even when you don't feel like it. But that's also what makes it powerful. You're not relying on temporary motivation, you're building systems that will last for the rest of your life. When you stop chasing quick fixes and start investing in habits, your body changes, and so does your confidence. You stop fearing food. You stop punishing yourself with cardio. You stop seeing health as a goal and start seeing it as a way of life. The reward isn't just a smaller body, it's a stronger mind, higher energy, and a sense of control that diets can never give you. That's what true freedom looks like. Freedom from guilt, from shame, from the constant battle with your body. In the end, sustainable fat loss isn't just about losing weight. It's about gaining back your life. It's the ability to go out with friends without worrying about calories, to enjoy food without guilt, and to look in the mirror and finally feel proud of yourself. You'll realize it was never about being perfect, it was about being consistent. And the moment you choose to stop dieting and start living with balance, everything changes. So don't chase shortcuts. Build habits. Move more. Eat mindfully. Sleep better. Stay patient. Because the goal isn't just to lose fat, it's to gain freedom. Freedom from diets, from extremes, from the old version of yourself that believed this was impossible. You have everything you need to succeed. You just need to give yourself time.